both elite and dangerous. Time once again to go out and do some combat against the Tolan hand puppets. And keep in mind I'm doing this in solo mode. So when I go out and do combat, it's against NPCs, which I'm calling hand puppets. This is my federal gunship. Just go through my setup a little bit. I've got a big 3E burst laser sitting underneath my belly. Turreted. And then I've got 4 class 2 multi-cannons. Well, 2 that are gimbaled, 2 that are turreted, and then 2 1G pulse lasers that are gimbaled. And then I've got point defense and 3 shield boosters. The shield boosters and my class 6 biweave give me the following stats. So I've got 337 shield health and 28% kinetic, 56% thermal, and 52% explosive resist. So I'm a little weak to kinetic, but I'm pretty strong to thermal and the other one. And I've got military grade composite and then 6A power plant, which is set up for armored. It's class 4 armored. And then I've got dirty drive tuning class 3. And then frame shift is increased FSD range, and even with that, I still suck with the 15 light year jump range. 5D life support, 7A power distributor, which is set up for charge enhanced. Which is not bad. I get like a plus 23% on everything, and plus 28 for weapons, plus 25 for systems. 5A sensors. If I get a phone call, I have to mute it, but until then. 6C biweave, which is set up for thermal. So I got a plus 57% thermal. It's a class 5 thermal. And then I got 6D fighter, and I got 2 Taipan fighters. One that is 2 gimbal beams, and the other that is 2 fixed plasma. For a frame shift interdictor docking computer, because I want to play, I don't want to dock. Advanced discovery, 4D hull reinforcement, 4E hull reinforcement. I'm not exactly sure why I have a 4E and a 4D. Plus 300, let's go plus 330. That gives me a little more hull. And a 4D module reinforcement. Doesn't really help for the damage you take when you're interdicting. I thought it might. But it still helps mitigate damage in case I get really whomped on, which, to be honest, for what I'm doing, this ship is overpowered. And just to show you what I've got set up for modules, I got 98% power, so don't need to power manage. Those are my fire groups. I put my burst and pulse on primary fire, multi-cannons in secondary. FSD is on secondary. And Mr. Crewman, who has sucked down 256 million credits. Because most of the time he sits around and does nothing, and he's 70% master. The job I'm doing is Tolan Hand Gang Pirates, also known as Tolan Hand Puppets. So I'm going to go out and do it. What I do is I fly around, I interdict and kill. Interdict and kill, and every once in a while I may get killed, but not very often. I don't know if you're hearing the distortion on that, but it's really super cool. Well, let's just see if I can see myself. At any rate, now we have to go to Tolan. Alright, so now we're in Tolan. Cut back to about half power on my Super Cruise. If you're just tuning in, you missed an epic journey into the black, 5,000 light years, out and back. Dull and boring. Had to be done. And so now I'm hunting for Tolan hand puppets. So now I just cruise around and look for NPCs to interdict. Where's our hauler? See if I can line up on my target, try to figure out who it is. If it's a baddie, then I can kill it, and if not, well, we look for another one. There is a baddie right there. That's a mission target. As soon as I line up on this poor dude, I'll be able to interdict him. Like right about now. And this is the interdictor minigame. as he valiantly tries to get away. Target the power plant. Take out my fighter.
Copy that. Engaging telepresence control for fighter.
Tell him to attack the target. And then I go into a mode where I'm just doing constant down thrust, because I found that works really good. I'm just down thrusting right now. Oop, forgot to put some pips. And then I recall fighter.
Okay, Commander. Fighter is on the way back.
Reel in my weapons. And that's my secret sauce. What I do is I do down thrust, keep the guy in my reticle. Most of the time he's going to be in my reticles, and I'll be able to shoot him.
Sequence complete, Commander. We're clear to depart.
And let's see, which jobs am I contributing to? So far only one. Nope, I got 2 jobs. 3 jobs. So it's contributing kills to 3 jobs, not bad. Kill 48 and I'll have 3 jobs done. And go looking for another target. Let's see if I can find me another ASP scout. Occasionally I'll go after something relatively big. The deadly dudes can be a little bit of a problem, but you know, if I can get around to the backside of this guy, I'll be able to interdict him. Well, there he is. Predictor. Nothing special. I had looked for a Class 5 interdictor, but they don't exist.
Affirmative, Commander. Establishing fighter. Link established. Awaiting instruction. Roger. Focusing my fire on primary target.
See if I can boost and get a little closer. Call fighters, stop. Drag weapons.
Initiating automated retrieval.
That's 2 kills. Really cool sound distortion. Maybe I'll check that out and see what it is. Alright, go looking for another target. Find this guy.
Integrity compromised.
You've got it, Commander. Deploying the ship. Roger. Keep the target in your sights, Commander. I'm coming in. Target destroyed. Scanning for more hostile.
Well, the distortion on the sound is just awesome. I'll have to look at the video later and see what that was. Really awesomely distorted.
We've got the fighter back in the bay, Commander.
I hope it's because I'm recording. Another victim.
Hull integrity compromised.
Affirmative, Commander. Establishing fire.
And like clockwork, just taking down targets.
We're all set, Commander. Fighters secured.
Yep, the sound distortion is awesome. I guess I scared them all away. And the dull and boring part for me is waiting. Yep, I've killed 4. That dolphin will probably be clean. Most dolphins in this system are clean. But it's a happy day when I get to kill one. Well, let's see. I especially like killing sidewinders. But he's clean. No, he's wanted. He's not a target, not a mission target, but he is wanted. It's probably a pirate or a bounty hunter. Looks like he's just scanning around. Gonna be a pain in the butt to get behind him. And then he warped out. And another clean customer. I would assume the conduit is going to be a deadly target. Yep, he's a deadly conduit. Well, that's on a different job, so I'm going to put that off for a while. Let's see if this guy will turn out to be a little dirty. Well, he's wanted. But he's sitting up around this planet. If I go to try to get behind him and interdict him, I'm probably going to run into the planet. Interdicting is kind of a messy business. Yep, not a lot going on. Everybody's clean. As clean as a preacher's sheets. Well, this part of it has a boredom factor of about 10. Yeah, I'd rather be out making money. I might just dump these jobs and go back to what I was doing. I'm at 36% my way towards getting my Corvette, and then I can go hang out with Eileen Duvall. Because I hear she has some prismatic shields for me. She might not be aware of that, but I think she does. Wow, I think that might have been a phone call. Yep, there's really not a lot going on. I think it's time to ditch this activity and go back to what I was doing.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so I'm going to ditch these tool and hand puppet jobs. Park my ship, get back into my Python, and continue to do the Zachary Hudson merits. I thought this might be a nice diversion, but there aren't enough NPCs out for it to matter. And I really don't want to sit and wait. I like to make money. That's how I got to 1.3 billion. With an NPC pilot who soaked up 265 million for doing nothing. As soon as I get my ship up into this sphincter,
meters from touchdown.
whoa, all right. That was awesome.
Approved for access. Make your way to landing pad number 23.
All right, that's it for me on Cappy Smack. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share.
Enjoy the ride, Commander.
Enjoy the distortion.